please po.
Wala kayo lisensya ma'am, wala pa kayo para sa helmet.
Mamadali na po kasi.
Ma'am, ang pagmamadali, nilalagay po natin sa lugar. Unang-unang kailangan po naka-helmet ba?
Sige sir, ano, ganito.
Wala ka pa
Kayo
lisensya.
kaninang madaling araw kay Isko, malalaman nyo lahat po. Sinabi niyo.
Good morning everyone, MMDA back on the road. Right now they're on Tayuman Street in Manila City, and you'll see the sidewalk clearing team over there clearing some obstructions. And over here they stopped this gentleman on a pink motorcycle. Although he has a nice jacket, he's not wearing a helmet, so they issue a ticket 1,500. And over here they're issuing a ticket to this vehicle for illegal parking. And over here this gentleman's removing his license plate. Unfortunately they call him driving without helmet, little boy without helmet. And the gentleman doesn't appear to have a driver's license. And over here they're issuing a ticket to this gentleman, no helmet, but thankfully he does have a license. The last one, they had to confiscate his plate because he didn't have a driver's license, and they still don't have any impounding. And over here, 2 more tickets being issued. Again, both riders no helmets, this one and then the one in the background there. And over here 1 more rider stopped without helmet. Hopefully he has a license. Okay, there you go. This one was originally stopped because he had a back passenger not wearing a helmet. A little bit of resistance, but he's now handed over his license and he'll take a ticket. And over here they stop 1 more motorcycle rider, no helmet. Just issue a ticket and tell him to push the bike until he gets a helmet. And over here they're looking to issue a ticket to this one. 2 vehicles obstructing what should be the sidewalk. Although the drivers now moved the vehicle backwards, they're still going to ticket him because when they arrived obstructing the sidewalk, he's already given his license. And over here one of the local MMDA is issuing a ticket to this motorcycle rider, both of them without helmets. I just saw this guy get on a motorcycle, no helmet. The rider was saying, oh, they're apprehending people no helmet. He said no, it'll be okay, and now they've been flagged down. What's wrong? They know already and they do it anyway. And here you go, they're issuing a ticket now. Guy in green on the back, no helmet. And they just stopped these 2 young boys driving this motorcycle. Unfortunately no driver's license. Again, no towing and impounding, they cannot take the bike. And they just stopped this motorcycle here, riding without helmet. That driver can't show a license. He said, I'll just go get it. He left his bike here, walked away, came back, and when the enforcer wasn't looking, tried to move the bike away. And then they said, no, wait, we need to see your license, we can issue a ticket. This is the problem. If they catch people who don't have a license or who can't show a license, they can't do anything. No tow trucks, no impounding. So they just stopped this motorcycle now. A lady and a young boy, no helmets.
Sir, please po.
Wala ka na lisensya ma'am, wala pa kayo para sa helmet.
Mamadali na po kasi.
Ma'am, ang pagmamadali, nilalagay po natin sa lugar. Unang-unang kailangan po naka-helmet ba?
Sige sir, ano, ganito.
Wala ka pa
Kayo
lisensya.
kaninang madaling araw kay Isko, malalaman nyo lahat po. Sinabi niyo.
Sir, babalik ako. Kukunin ko yung helmet.
The lady said she really doesn't have a driver's license, so a random guy has come over and said, hey, I'll give you my license and you can ticket this instead. So they're going to ticket his license and then she's going to ride the bike away. And over here they stop 1 more motorcycle rider without a helmet. And 1 more ticket being issued over here, same thing, driver, passenger, no helmet. And they stop 1 more motorcycle driver over here, unfortunately no helmet. And over here another motorcycle driver, no helmet, no license, cannot impound. So they're going to confiscate his license plate, but I don't think there's much good because it hasn't been registered for years already. And that's a dilemma that the team are facing right now. Law-abiding citizens that have a license, that have registration, they're being penalized. For those that don't have a license, don't register their vehicles, there's no way to penalize them. Even if you issue them a ticket, they're probably just going to throw it away because they're not following the law in the first place. And over here the sidewalk clearing team are taking away this ramp that's in the road. Of course the problem with this is a motorcycle coming past, especially at night, if they don't see it, that's going to throw them off the bike. And over here they stopped this motorcycle rider, I just heard, riding without license. No mirrors either, plus wearing slippers, and of course there's no plates on the back either, so no way to identify the bike or the driver. And they stopped 2 more riders over here, the one in blue, the one in red, both without helmet. So the guy in blue just said, I don't have a license. They've confiscated his key and they confiscated the key for this one. I don't know what their plan is though. And they just stopped this motorcycle here, gentleman on the back without a helmet. And over here they're issuing 1 more ticket to this gentleman driving without a helmet. And over here they're issuing a ticket to this gentleman. Got a little bit angry, he said, I'm chairman. Anyway, they've issued him a ticket and then he'll be able to drive away. And over here, one more ticket being issued. Unfortunately, excess passenger plus no helmet. They stopped this gentleman here. He said he already had a ticket. If that's the case, the gentleman on the back should actually go down. And over here they're writing out a ticket to this motorcycle driver. Unfortunately, excess passenger, a little boy, and of course no helmet. And they just stopped this motorcycle here being driven by the lady. Unfortunately, driver, passenger, no helmet, but she does have a license. And one more motorcycle stopped over here. Unfortunately, no helmet. His shirt says Camote Riders. Right now the team are looking at these trucks parked in the road. Actually, they've been here many times in the past, but they don't ticket them because they do have a permit from the city which allows them to park here. I think I saw 9,000 per month for 2 trucks at a time. And they're now looking at all of these trucks parked here. There's many in a row. I don't know if they have a permit. It's possible because again, there are a lot of properties over here that pay to park in the road. Someone just came out of a nearby property, showed a provisional parking permit, 32,000 for 1 month, 7 slots. So actually these trucks won't be considered as illegally parked and they are allowed to be here. So it turns out there's actually 8 trucks here instead of 7. So they'll be issuing a ticket to the one on the end for illegal parking. And over here they stopped these 2 motorcycle riders, unfortunately both without helmets. I went behind the trucks to use the sidewalk and it's not very passable. Pedicab, guys sleeping over here, and then some tricycles on the sidewalk, and I think I'll just walk in the road instead. And over here, one more ticket issued, lady on the back without a helmet, and one more ticket being issued over here to this gentleman, unfortunately no helmet. And the team are now looking at these 2 motorcycles parked on the sidewalk here. One of the guys from the motorcycle came out and showed this letter. It says, "May I respectfully inform you that the MTPB will establish paid parking areas," and it directs them to mark out zones. But the thing is, there doesn't appear to be any zones marked out here. So the parking attendant is on the phone to her boss now. According to the gentleman over here, he paid 30 peso to park on the sidewalk. The problem is, he wasn't issued a receipt, which means he has nothing to show the MMDA. And as far as the MMDA are concerned, and what they're telling them is, even if there's paid parking in this area, it can never be on the sidewalk because it will obstruct pedestrians. Further along the same road, they found a lot more motorcycles parked on the sidewalk, but the team have now decided they won't be issuing tickets to any of them because the parking attendant over there said that she already charged them to park here and they're going to respect that. And over here they stopped this motorcycle rider, no helmet on the back, unfortunately can't show a license so far. Both of these tricycles are now being ticketed for illegal parking. You can almost guarantee that this one either doesn't have registration or it's registered without sidecar. And they're also looking at this one here. You can see a sign. And the team are now speaking to this driver. You can see he's parked directly next to the sign that says no parking. So they'll ask for the license and then send him on his way. The team are looking at this tricycle parked on the sidewalk. Unfortunately, there's no license plate, which means they can't issue a ticket. The team got lucky because the driver came out, so they can write out a ticket to his license. So that's very lucky, otherwise they would have had to just leave it here. The team are now looking at this van, the car behind, and a few motorcycles. There's a sign right here that says no parking, MTPB, and there's also a sign that says no loading and unloading anytime. This van has a driver, so he's already given his license. That would be the cheaper ticket, attended illegal parking 1,000. And the driver for this car just came back also, so he'll be given a ticket, the same thing, illegal parking, attended 1,000 peso. And they're also writing out a ticket to this motorcycle, parked right on the corner here, which of course is never allowed to park on a corner. For the e-bike here, there's no way to ticket it, so the MMDA SCOG team will impound it or confiscate it. It's not something that I agree with because sometimes those vehicles get lost. And over here they're looking at this motorcycle parked in the road. Looks like the driver came out, so he'll be able to give his license and take a ticket. And further down the road they're looking at this one, same thing, parked in the road, motorcycle. A lady came out and claimed ownership of this motorcycle. I asked her, "Are you working for MMDA?" She said no. I said, "Where did you get this sticker?" She said City Hall. I don't know who she bought it from, but that's the thing, anyone can buy a sticker, it doesn't mean anything. Unfortunately, she can't show a license, but it's a non-moving violation. It's only illegal parking, so they can actually write the ticket out to the license plate. Thankfully, it does have one. They're waiting with this vehicle, hoping someone will come out to claim it, but if they don't, There's literally nothing they can do. No impounding, no plate, nothing they can do. The team are now in Lawton. This is where you normally find a lot of Colorum vans and Colorum buses. Right now they're looking at this tricycle parked in the road. They tried to ask this gentleman for his license so they could issue a ticket, but he simply started driving away anyway. Okay, there you go. Maybe it helps sometimes to bring out the camera. And they're also ticketing this one here. When they arrived, both the bus and the modernized Jeep were waiting over there. And over here you see one of the enforcers tying a license plate to his bike. He's confiscated it because the driver of this truck can't show a license. Original violation was illegal parking. And over here one of the Western MMDA stopped this tricycle driver. He's using slippers. And I think they'll issue a ticket for a dress code violation, then send him on his way. He does have a driver's license. Yeah. Good morning, good morning. And since we're here, our ending shot should be the old post office building because it looks really nice and it's flying the flag.